Hello everyone, welcome. Might be shouting a little bit. Thank you for being here. I know it's a little loud, so I'll try to stay as loud as possible. Let me know if you can't hear me, but I just wanted to say thank you to Greg Lewis, wherever you are, to Maliki for putting this on. It's the first ever social media task force booth, and we're really excited to be here to share ideas and to just build each other up and to help people start social media if they're not sure where to start. So I'm really grateful for this opportunity. Really grateful to be here. So today I will be talking about how Ozinga specifically uses social media to connect with our followers, and hopefully at the end give some ideas on how, if you don't have social media, if you want to start on social media, you can always start. So just a quick intro, my name is Kelsey Maslanka. I am the social media strategist at Ozinga. I studied and graduated with strategic communications journalism at Mizzou. I've done 4 years at Ozinga. This is my first job out of college, and I'm really grateful to be here. I love working at Ozinga. And 3 years ago, I was given the opportunity to take over the channels, and I was really grateful for that opportunity. It was something I always wanted to do, but wasn't totally sure I could. And I'm just really grateful for the leadership who just trusted me and said, hey, if you mess up, we support you. And they said, if you're passionate about it, you're gonna do a good job. So I really appreciate that. So if you have younger people, older people, anyone in your company who's passionate about social media, give them a shot, because I'm really grateful that I was given the opportunity. And I also have to say, I am not a one-man show, and I'm really grateful for that. At Ozinga, the owners really had the foresight to see a marketing team. And so we have a marketing team, we have a communications team, and so I am not the only marketing person. I know a lot of companies just have like one marketing person who does photo, video, it all, and I'm really grateful that I have support. So this is not all me, it's all because of a team and because the owners really invested in marketing, and I'm really grateful for that. But my job specifically as social media strategist, I manage the Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok channels. And so when I started that, I guess I'll start with the strategy. Come on, there we go. When I started taking over the channels, I really wanted to start with a strategy. You have to have a strategy to really inform like where your content is coming from. And so with Ozinga, that was pretty easy to start with their purpose. Ozinga's purpose is to make a positive impact on individuals, their families, and the community for generations. So that is the baseline for what informs all the content that I post. Every piece of content should be supporting that statement, supporting that purpose. The goal for the channels is for each piece of content to support our purpose. So the goal is a balance of customer, coworker, community posts, and people should be able to scroll through our social media and see that life and that authenticity through our channels. So here are just some examples of some of the posts that we have. We have coworker posts. This is an example of a post about a job that highlights and showcases what our coworkers do on a job site. We have customer, we highlight our customers a lot. We really try to showcase what our customers do on the job site and highlight them and showcase what they do. And the community post. This is a post from the Bridge Teen Center, which is really special to us, and they posted about a volunteer effort that we did, so we were able to share that and really highlight them and what they do for the community. Sorry. I'm just going to quickly go through each channel. I really treat a lot of the channels very differently, so each social media channel is really different, and so I try to treat them differently. And so for Instagram, I'll say Instagram's my favorite. I'm a little biased, but Instagram's my favorite platform. I really love it because you can go to someone's Instagram and really just see the mood board. You can see what this company is about. And so my goal here, and this is a really good check for me to see if we are posting enough about our customers, our coworkers, and our community. So my goal is always to be able to scroll through our channels and see a clear customer post, a coworker post, a community post, and know that we have a good gauge and a good variety of what we're trying to post. So here we really just try to be authentic. That's the main theme throughout all of our channels, is authenticity. People just want to hear from your people and see who you are, and not this perfect polished version, but I really try to showcase our people, and I'll give some more examples of that. Facebook is really where we highlight the community a lot. We have a really interesting range of followers. We have a lot of community members. We have moms whose kids love our trucks. We have customers, we have alumni, and so this is our page to really highlight others, highlight our volunteer efforts, highlight our parades. We have the Merry Mixer, and so we like to show where that is. It's a really good space to just be showcasing our people and highlighting what we do for the community. LinkedIn is obviously more professional, and we want to be more professional and meet that. Our audience here is industry professionals, architects and engineers, and sustainability leaders, and this is really our space to highlight our Carbon Sense line of sustainable building materials. So this is where we try to be trailblazers in the industry and show what we're doing. However, we really try not to do it in a braggy way. We try to do it in a voice of collaboration and saying like, hey, this is what we're working on. What are you working on? And LinkedIn can really be a place of, I'm really proud to announce this, or I'm super excited to share this. And we really try to break that down and just be authentic and have a place of conversation. What are you working on? A way we did that was Ryan Ciadella and Marty Ozinga took over Greg Lewis's podcast, Concrete Credentials, and we were able to take a video and post that to really just have someone explain about Carbon Sense and why sustainability matters. And so that's our place to really be authentic. I also try to have more fun on LinkedIn, and sometimes I'll post a TikTok, like just to break up the noise and to still show who we are. I really encourage individuals to post more on LinkedIn about what you're doing and just share conversations and really be authentic, because people want to hear from you and they don't need to see your most polished version of this is what I'm working on, I'm excited to announce, but just connect with people and have conversations and get in the comments and share what you're doing and ask questions. Here's an example of a TikTok we did. So I'll kind of explain that TikTok in a second, but I just wanted to go through our audience, or our strategy on TikTok really. I know TikTok is a wide range of people, and I don't focus too much strategy on this platform, it's more for fun. But we have a lot of contractors there, we have a lot of millennials and Gen Z, so this is really our space to just showcase our people, be authentic, and just have a little fun. It shows life in your company, and it makes you relatable. So. This is an example of a trend first TikTok, and so if you're looking to do a TikTok with a trending audio, how this one came about is I was scrolling and I saw this audio, and this idea came to me pretty instantly. And I do say, if you see a trending audio, first of all, the concept has to fit within your purpose. So that's why it's really important to have a purpose. You set your purpose and that has to fit right into it. But if it doesn't come to you in the first 10 seconds, I usually just say like, it's probably not for you, because you don't want to take an audio and kind of force it, or take a video and force it to fit you. You really want it to do you well. So I would say 85% of trending audios don't work for us, but the ones that do, this one was really fun. The idea came to me, my coworker Jason was standing right in front of me, and I said, let's go film this in the yard. He did 2 takes, and I had the video posted within an hour. So that one's really fun, and those like have the best results, the ones that are a little lower effort.
Hey, have you ever wondered how concrete is poured up on high-rise buildings?
I don't know if you guys are able to hear that.
Here's how it's done in Chicago. Concrete pumps are machines used to transport the concrete up to the top of high buildings. The trucks pour the concrete into the pump truck, and it travels through a network of pipes and hoses all the way up to the top floor. The pump operator controls the flow of the concrete using a remote control. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pumps can deliver concrete to any height or location within the building,
Can you hear that at all?
even in hard-to-reach areas like around corners or inside walls. The finishing team moves the hose around for a consistent pour into efficient.
Sure, I'll explain this one a little bit. So this is a voiceover video. This is one of my coworkers just really explaining what's happening in this video. He's doing it in a really authentic, fun, casual way. There's no script. It's really just him explaining what's happening. That's how you do it, folks. So this is an example of a video where I actually just had this footage. I went to a job site with a sales girl and I took all this footage and I had it stockpiled for like a few months, and then the opportunity to do a how-to series came up. And so this series was really awesome because I started with a series of questions. How is concrete made? Something as simple as that. How are aggregates, like how do you mine aggregates? And so I started with a list of topics. For some of those, I didn't have the footage. So how is concrete made? I made a list of shot lists I needed. And I went up into the plant and I got those videos, put that video together and had a voiceover later. For this example, I did already have the footage, so it's always good to look and see what you already have. And I went to my coworker and asked him to explain what's going on, and he did it in such an authentic, casual way. I also recommend if you're doing a voiceover, give them a rough script. I put him in a room and I left and I said, I don't want to embarrass you, but explain this like you're talking to a friend. And that is just a huge way to connect with your people when someone is just saying it the way that they would explain it to a friend. And so I left the room and I said, have fun with it. And the audio I got back was just really awesome. So this video did really well because people were just engaged in listening to what he had to say. So recommendations that you can post about your day-to-day. I know that might sound lame or crazy to you because you're so used to it, but people watch how-to videos so often. Like, think about if you've ever watched the show How It's Made. I've watched an hour-long How It's Made on how golf balls are made. It's really interesting when you're not a part of a world. So not everyone's a part of the world of concrete and construction and building materials. So when you post about your day, people will be interested. A how-to video like this with voiceovers. You can highlight your customers. That's a huge thing we really try to do at Ozinga, is showcase others. And that comes really naturally when you're like, hey, look at the awesome work that this person did. And when you do that, they will tag you and they'll share, and other customers will say, hey, I want to get involved, and they'll post when you're on site and they'll tag you and you can share. So really just that community, like think about how you can involve and tag other people so that social media becomes actually social, what it's supposed to be. Just involve your people. I know a lot of people don't want to be on camera when you walk up. I know when I show up to the driver's room with my ring light and my phone, the drivers are like, no, 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 not me, and they like run away from me. But when you stand there casually and when you kind of have like a calming energy, it usually works out for me. Sometimes I have a whiteboard with a question I'm going to ask them, and it's easy enough. They answer a question and their friend sees how easy that was and they're like, oh, I can do that. And I even had where one of the drivers grabbed the mic from me and started running around and asking their coworkers the question, and that made for the best video ever. So really just be yourself and just try to showcase the best of them, and they'll feed off of that energy. It doesn't have to be so stiff and so scripted. You really get the best videos out of authenticity, like I said. So start simple. Use what you have on your camera roll. Like, you may be surprised what you already have and can repurpose. If you have a video, find a trending audio and just start there. But posting, getting comfortable with it, I really recommend just taking that next step and starting. Here's another post example.
Way down we go, 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 go. Way down we go, 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 go. So way down we go.
So this is an example of a video I had in my camera roll. It was easy enough. I heard that trending audio. I posted it. It got 39.3K views. So use what you have and just post it. It created a lot of conversation in the comments. The caption was, how do you think the concrete feels when it comes out of the chute and down a caisson? So you ask a question and people are like, that video kind of makes your stomach drop a little bit. And they're like, oh my gosh, I don't know. I've never seen something like that. This one created a lot of buzz in the comments, and I love that. There were a lot of questions. There are disagreements. People think we did something wrong, and obviously I have to know that we didn't do anything wrong and that it was safe. But a lot of people have a lot of opinions in the construction industry, I'm sure you know, and I'm fine with people arguing in the comments and disagreeing, but also having a conversation about it and learning something new and getting recommendations from contractors. So controversial isn't always bad, and I'm happy to let conversations roll there. But again, this isn't just a quick example of how you never know how something's going to perform. And concrete coming out of the chute is always a win, so I'll tell you that. And just here's an example of just how to post on social media, even from your personal LinkedIn accounts or from your channels. I really believe that typing how you talk is the way that you need to speak on social media. There's a stat I learned from Sprout Social that social media algorithms will actually suppress content that sounds like a sales pitch. They do this because they want you to boost that post. So they want you to have to pay for an ad. They don't want you to have to use your platform to get an ad for free. And I do recommend ads. If you have an ad, boost it and pay for it and get results. But really try not to post those ads on your LinkedIn, on your Instagram. People follow you to see you and they want to buy things from you, but they don't want to have to be told like, buy this, click here, click this link. It's just, there's too much of that online. There's too much being put in your face. So you really want to establish a relationship with people and then they will want to buy from you. But just keeping that sales pitch language out of your captions. Here are some good examples, but if you're struggling with how to type something, type it how you would tell a friend and post it that way. It will do so much better. And if you're listening to all this and you're like, why invest time and money into social media if it doesn't actually provide revenue right away for me? I know that could be a problem for a lot of people, but I will say there's a stat that 85% of Gen Z will check a company's social media before making a purchase. And Gen Z and millennials really want to buy from like companies that they care about and believe in and have a purpose. So social media is the way to show who you are and you'll build brand loyal customers. And responding to comments is huge. That's how you build trust and brand loyalty. So I actually spend about 2 to 3 hours a day responding to comments, responding to DMs, sharing things, tagging things with people. Even if like the tiniest Village of Mokina tags us and nobody comments or likes on it, I'm sure to comment there because people see that and they feel connected and they see our trucks and their kid loves us and it just all comes together with, wow, I really love that brand. So it's really important to connect with your community. And then just to wrap it up, I mean, this is all put on by the Social Media Task Force. I'm really grateful. We're here to share and to learn from each other. There's really no competition on social media. We're not competing against each other for likes and views. There's no shortage of content and no shortage of posting. So I love to amplify other voices, share with other people, comment on each other's posts. And if you're thinking about doing social media, wondering where to start, join the task force. We will help you. I'm happy to help and give advice because we're not competing together. So I'm really grateful for this community where we can like and share and boost each other up. And with that, any questions? If you don't have questions also, I'll hang back. If you're considering what to do for your social media and you just want to chat about it, I'm happy to help with that as well. But thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Thanks.